Good morning, everyone. Chris again, Mobile DPF. Today we're working on a 19 Ram 3500. Exhaust filter full, see dealer. Only half of that message is accurate. The exhaust filter is absolutely full. You do not have to go to the dealer. So if you get that guy, and then we come down to the DPF, and clearly it's at 100. Exhaust filter full. Coming over to our scan tool here, and we've got the P2002 code, filter flow resistance too high. She is full. We need to clean it. So this gentleman called me. I'm gonna be here for about 2.5, 3 hours, right in there, and we're gonna get all this taken care of. All right, so all I did was, the first step is just to clear out everything, and only one code came back, the P242F, diesel particulate filter restriction ash accumulation. So going down the road, engine makes soot. Soot's real easy to get rid of. That's what the regen is for. Regen will knock that soot level back down to a manageable level, but what is left over is the ash. Ash is very small, but over time, the ash builds up, and then there's just no more room for the soot inside of the filter. So even if you don't have a code, if you're constantly regenning, the truck wants to regen more than once a week, you need to call us because you got too much ash in the filter and it just needs to be cleaned. All right, so I've got my data pulled up here. You can see the soot load estimate, 11 grams per liter. Way too high. That should be under 4 or 5 at the most. The real indicator is the soot delta pressure, 1.48, almost 1.5 PSI, way too high. That should never be above 0.7 on this particular truck. So that's at wide open throttle, full throttle. I had it smashed. So now that I let off and let it idle, you can see it'll come down. We really want it to be below 0.07 at idle. So we're just going to wait until she kind of smooths out. 0.14, 0.13. All right, there it goes. 0.13, too high. All right, just another indicator that she is clogged and needs to be cleaned. All right, we are on to the final step, which is doing a forced regen, and that's going to push all the broken down soot and ash out of the tailpipe. And there it is. As you can see, all that smoke is the buildup that is now broken down, dissolved from the chemical cleaning, and simply coming straight out the tailpipe. Well, here we are. The job is now done. You see the gauge on the clusters is near zero, pretty darn close. 95 degrees, it's hotter than you know what out here. Going to the scan tool, soot load was 11 grams per liter, it's down to 2. Pressure at idle, 0.08. I would prefer it at 0.07, that's pretty darn close. It's as good as we're gonna get on this one. They don't always come out 100% perfect, but this is pretty darn close, good enough for government work. Let's check it. The real question is, what is the pressure at wide open throttle? So it was full throttle, 1.4 PSI. Now, looks like she stopped. So 0.56. That is absolutely fantastic. Anything under 0.7 is good. So we're back in that normal range, and this thing is a job done. Oh, one last thing to show. Let's look and confirm all of our codes are gone. Looky there. Of course, you can clear them anytime. However, the hard codes, that ash code that I showed you earlier, the P242, that will not clear by simply hitting the clear button on the screen. So it will only go away if the DPF is in fact cleaned. So she is now, job done, give it back to the customer.